watching my live stream. Welcome to part 3 of Asagao Academy. So today, I'm going to be doing another part of Asagao Academy, and this is really dumb. It turns out that I actually started streaming, like doing my streaming material. I thought I started, but it turns out that I didn't. So I kind of got halfway through day 2. That's why I have this save file. So I'm pretty much gonna like do a basic run through of what I've done and basically pick up where I left off. So you guys kind of pretty much forgot to like run through the poll. So yeah, thanks you guys for leaving me alone like that. So so I basically went ahead and I took Satch's book, which is A Princess Betrothed, with me to my first day of school in case I got bored. And then I could not find my hall, and Poppy Hall in particular. And then I bumped across, I bumped into JonTron and Jacques with his snarkiness, and he walked me to the hall and happened to share the same homeroom. And then I forgot Maya shared the same homeroom and Ruby, and we're basically in, like, yeah, the same homeroom. And we're making our homeroom teacher, which I kind of bet $10, so it's going to be either Miss Mizuki Gentleness or Miss Haruna's Strictness, and it turned out to be Miss Mizuki, so I pretty much won either way. And her name is Shizuka Wakahisa. Wakahisa is definitely not a real name, but I am curious about what in the world that name actually means. Wakahisa. I know Shizuka means quiet, and I thought it was going to be like one of those people who's like tsundere or tries to do like the contrary of the meaning of her name. But turned out, it actually fits her because she was able to calm down the class perfectly. So I'm going to look up Wakahisa, what this actually means. I think the character on Bleach is named Wakahisa. Let's see. It actually is a surname. Never mind. Okay, so Wakahisa means young longevity, or young and ancient. Or eternal youth. So, oops. Okay, there we go. So it can mean young and old, young and ancient, or eternal youth. Looks like eternal youth is the most common translation of this. So yeah, Miss Shizuka Wakahisa. So basically, quiet eternal youth. That is an interesting name. Anyway, let's keep going with this, and we'll load off from the save point that I got up to. So the last one, I took the book with me, so I wish you could have like heard all the comments that I said, because it was pretty hilarious, what I said throughout these things. But yeah, anyway, I upgraded. You like this? You like this? Hey, so anyway, it's Miss Shizuka. Shizuka Wakahisa, and she's to call her Miss Shizuka. Which I don't get it, because it's supposed to be a Japanese school and they're all popular about their names. But anyway. And also, I forgot to mention, no affiliation with Normal Boots or Hidden Block, and also, I realized that I got the sound working, but it only works to like a certain extent. Unfortunately, it's like super low in Sunflower, so I'm gonna figure out how to increase the volume. So far, I haven't had much luck, but I'll keep trying. And oh yeah, also the Yeti microphone's not here. But I'm gonna try and bring it with me during this weekend. Today, I just started playing with it because I felt a bit stressed. And also, I decided that unless it's like a super critical, life-changing decision, I'm not going to do a poll. I'm going to save a file and then make the decision, so that way, if this one path I want to change a little bit differently, I can easily do that. So, let's do this. The emphasis she placed on the word led me to believe that calling her Mrs. wasn't a mistake she would take lightly. You don't think? I mean, her last name means eternal youth. Some of you might have noticed that we have a new student this semester. A hail of murmurs passed through the class. Some people glanced at me. Uh-oh. Nope. There was the fear again. Would you like to come up and introduce yourself? I nodded, stood, and slowly walked to the front of the room, counting my steps to make sure I wouldn't fall. Also, I forgot to mention, keyboard works for continuing the text, and also, this right here is her diary, and you can see a point gauge, like tournament points. I don't get what that is, but I guess we'll see it in a bit. I nodded, stood, and walked to the front of the room, counting my steps to make sure I wouldn't fall. I faced the class, took a deep breath to introduce myself, and noticed a familiar face in the crowd. There was John, sitting with two other boys in the nobleman's jackets. One of the boys' tallest one was staring at me, the barrister frowns on his face. Something about him seemed really familiar. I'm sorry, but his face. It was just like dirt. Wait. He was PBG, wasn't he? The other founder of the Gnome Boys Club? No! Computer, don't do this to me. There we go. Sadly, all the strength left my knees. What should I do? What was he founding? Was it possible that I already made a bad impression on him? You had to be kidding me. If he didn't like me, what did I mean about everybody else? Wouldn't they follow his lead? Dude, you're so self-conscious. Lighten up. I swallowed. The faces of the class began to congeal, forming one giant blob. You were from Amaririsu, right? I nodded and swallowed again. Okay, so don't faint in front of everybody and get the classic infirmary. Don't faint, please. Then, like a beacon in the flight, I noticed Mai smiling and giving me a thumbs up. That's right. What am I doing in this situation? It's really hard to pronounce Amaririsu, even with my Japanese pronunciation. There you go, Hana. I bowed my head to the class and I clapped politely. When I looked up, PBG wasn't frowning, but he still seemed oddly confused. Maybe he always looked like that? Thank you. You may be seated. I returned to my seat, heaving a small sigh. The hardest part of the day was over. Well, that's better than a lot of first day introductions. So that's a blessing. Shizuka began to talk about standard procedure for the semester, the rules for classes, when homework was due, and that sort of thing. It was all very similar to my old school. I spaced out in spite of myself. A brief flicker of movement caught my eye. PBG again. I glanced at him and his head snapped back to the blackboard. What was this problem? Yeah, what is the problem? I watch your videos all the time. Class continued on like that until finally the bell rang and it was time for lunch. Maya stretched her arms over her head and yawned. I don't know why. Today I was super tired. I kept on crashing in a few seconds for my fiction class, even though it's one of my favorite classes out there, so. Man, I hate the first day of class. It's always so boring. Weren't you looking forward to it this morning? Something about exciting things happening? Well, yeah, but it already did. You met John, didn't you? Bless you. Now I've got nothing left to look forward to. She sighed. And I was hoping to see Jared before class, too. She slashed and fell across the front of my desk. It seemed like this would be happening a lot. Is Jared really that... Oh. Hana, hold the phone! It can't just, like, be awkward one moment and then throwing barbs like Beyonce the next. Mai's head snapped back up, her eyes flashing. What did you say? If you stare directly at him for too long, your nose will melt off. I've seen it happen.
What?
Anyways, let's head to lunch. I'm super hungry. Don't mess with her. Oh. I looked in my backpack. It held up well throughout class, but I worried that if I didn't take some of my stuff out now, I might do some permanent damage to it. Especially with Satch's book in there. I couldn't exactly afford a new backpack. Oh yeah, I took the book, in case you were wondering. I need to put something in my locker first. But if we don't go now, the one that sesame seed buns. Oh. That's okay. I'll just go on ahead. Come find me, okay? Alright. I was so lucky to have someone like her as my roommate. Really? The one who will kill you if you stare at something for too long? I don't know. Quick as I could, I went to my locker and shoved the book inside. As good a book as it was, I was infinitely happy that I had Mai around so I didn't have to read it. Without her, who knew what I would do with myself? Especially with PPG staring at me like that. Maybe I could ask her what was up with him and I met her at the cafeteria? It might just be the way that he was... cheered. I head for the cafeteria. I carried my melon bread through the minefield of people searching for the outfitters that had Mai's red hair. Melon bomb! I started to try it at some point. Where is she? I couldn't see her anywhere. There was almost no empty seats. All around me, students circled each other, laughing and joking, sharing bites of food, and splitting the cost for sodas. Suddenly I felt very obvious and very alone. Isn't there anywhere I could sit? Just then I spotted a table at the front of the room. Hidden block! Here we go. A lone boy sat at it, stabbing his spaghetti with the figure of a Roman general. He was what way of describing this? He was having a hard time with it. I moved closer to him, working up the courage to ask to sit with him. Well, no wonder. He was eating his spaghetti with a spoon. Wait a second. This guy was in my class, wasn't he? I saw him that morning at the front of the room. And he was wearing a jacket just like the normal Boots Clubs, but different. A gold and gray jacket with an 8-bit block on the front. Is he a member of another club? Maybe he was friends with them?
Hey!
Hey, what? Hana! Oh, Mai! I guess they're the bad guys in this one. Mai appeared between me and the boy, glanced up at us before returning to the spaghetti. Thank goodness I found you. I set a table for you in the back. Oh. I looked at the boy and then back at Mai. Come on. She grabbed my shoulders rather forcefully and pushed me to the back of the room. Hey, what's wrong? You were so lucky I got here when I did. That kid is Brutal Moose. His real name's Ian. He's from the Hidden Block Club. The Hidden Block Club? Yeah, the rival club with the normal boots. It's really weird. I mean... She looked around her to make sure no one was listening in, but we were completely alone in our little corner of the cafeteria. Oh boy, gossip. I feel terrible about this. He speaks in Comic Sans. What the... Whoa! Yeah, I'd better stay away from him. Especially since you've already gotten to know some of the Normal Boots guys. What are you talking about? I just met John today. Yeah, right. I said that when PPG was staring at you. He totally likes you.
Really?
Really? Is that what you thought it was? Either mine was blind or she had a serious case of wishful thinking. I would think so. Oh, totally. It's so cute. She's my favorite manga. We meet in high school, fall in love, and then go off and fight the aliens together. I don't think that's going to happen. Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening. So, now that you're in good with PBG, can you introduce me to Jared? Oh, was that what she was getting at? Yeah, I knew it. He just wants to take him. A thought flash of doubt seized me. It's possible that Mai only liked me because she thought I knew the normal boots guys. That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. So looking at her shining in your face, I couldn't talk myself out of the idea. I know, but honestly, I won't present her to. I'll be cruel and not present her to him because I feel like she's just digging. I actually thought PBG didn't like me.
What?
What? Why would you think that?
Well,
He was glaring at me. I just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle. Wait, a triangle now? I can say it. Sarah's pads if you erupted from her eyes. I'm definitely not introducing her to Jared. Come on. PBG, I can't. But Hana, I love you.
PBG.
Your mind is just hopeless. I'm sorry. Where are you going with this? I set my fork under the table. Hana went to please herself. Yeah. You're not getting the introduction to Jared now. Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match your hair. Definitely not introducing her to him. Because the way that can avoid that happening. She's going to be single for the rest of her high school life. That's not fair at all. I beg to differ. Still, I switched my mind, eager to change the subject. Thank you, Hana! Change the subject! But like that dating game, you can't really do that. That was an impressive scenario.
What?
No, it wasn't! I just made it up on the spot! Mai laughed nervously. Yeah, you better be nervous. I don't like you. Oh, so that girl who was talking to me when we got separated? Now I told the story of her past friendship with this girl like they were eternal arch nemesis. Apparently they had some bad blood. Yeah, they look almost exactly the same. I nodded, choosing to take the time to relax. Before I knew it, we were finished eating. We got up and tossed our trays together. Excuse me. As I headed towards the door, though, Mai hesitated. Hey, I forgot something back at the dorm. Oh, need help? No, I'm totally okay. I'm just gonna go get it. I'll see you later, though, right?
See you later.
See you in class. See you in class. I waved and Mai sprinted off in the direction of the dorms. Alone again, I crossed my arms and headed back to Poppy Hall. Hana, you need a better set of friends. Large with 7 or 8 people were laying out in the sun, playing catch and eating lunch on the lawn. And I feel like laying down now. I'm too tired. Much better. Those are fun to have so many friends like that. I smiled. Maybe this new school really would be better than my last. Without students inside of it, Poppy Hall looks a bit like an abandoned hospital. My footsteps echoed as I climbed the stairs to the 4th floor. With a sigh, I opened up my locker and pulled out the book Satch gave me. It was a good thing I brought it after all. Yeah, maybe it was. I stepped into the classroom and saw a flash of movement by the window. The boy sat on the windowsill, and he jerked up when I came in. He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, so I couldn't quite tell who he was. Hello, I'm sorry. Did I bother you? The boy stood and shook his head, and then crossed to a desk on the opposite side of the room. As he passed, I was able to see him clearly. Another Noble Boots jacket. This guy, he was Shane for the Noble Boots Club. How on earth does this keep happening to me? I think this is due from Digital Gaming. Shane sat down at his desk, fidgeted with his hands a little, then turned to look at me. You're the new girl. I nodded. My name is Hana. It's nice to meet you. He nodded. Quiet type. I see where this is going. Shane. Silence filled the space between us. Panic built up inside me. This is my chance to get in with the Noble Boots Club, and I was blowing it! I walked to my desk and sat down, setting the book on top of it. You... She looked at me, unsmiling. What kind of word is that? You're part of the Noble Boots Club? Yes, I am. Why? Doesn't mince words. He spoke as if it were a challenge, almost glaring at me. Oh, I just saw your jacket, so... I trailed off. Jackets are really cool.
Okay.
Yes, they are. Silence again. He seemed skeptical as if he expected me to crawl into my skin and reveal myself to be a large, amphibious reptile. What is it with you reptiles, Hana? I had to do something. Who knew another chance like this would come? But Shane didn't seem friendly. In fact, he seemed downright suspicious. Surely wasn't onto me already. It was better not to risk it. Aha. Another big decision! Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Come on. Save. Gonna overwrite. So I'm gonna do the overwriting file. And I'll save up here too. Okay, so turn. So the one in the top corner is gonna be like my true save file. I think I'll keep trying. I mean, naturally, if I were myself, I would keep giving space, but I'm a much more daring person because I'm trying to get into the club, so try talking to him more. So, you play games then? She looked over at me. I've always been interested in video games, but I didn't get to play them much growing up. They're really expensive and my dad couldn't afford them, but I used to go to my friend's house to play there. Shane didn't respond. Now what? I have stuff to say. What did you play? Contact!
What?
Oh, Mario Kart. We go into battle mode in the triple deck. He would drive around by himself on the top level, and I tried to booby trap the lowest level. There's a good spot next to the ramp. I'd wait there until my mom came racing down the ramp to find me, then smash her with a red shell. Shane's angry stare faded. He was smiling. Success! Sort of. Partial success! Made the whole room seem 10 shades brighter. Maybe I was more relaxed. Honey, you're super tense. Your mom must have been mad. She was, but she always let me do it. Probably on purpose. Did your mom? A door slid open. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, no. No more drama! Mary J. Blige, I could use some help. Anyway, door slid open. Mimi and her friends, a couple of chattering girls, entered the classroom. They stopped and stared from me to Shane. It was clear they thought they were interrupting something, even though we were still sitting on opposite ends of the room. Sorry. No, it's fine. I've been lying if I said I wasn't happy they caught me talking to the Shane of the Normal Boots Club. The girls went to their desks and sat down. What were you... Oh, he shut down! No! Shane was staring at me again, an odd, hurt look in his face. I immediately felt like I was caught doing something I wasn't supposed to. Do you know what I was trying to do? But, I mean, it wasn't like I didn't want to talk to him. He was an interesting guy. It's not like I only talked to him because he was in Normal Boots. But he turned, pulled out a notebook and some pens, and scribbled away, thoroughly ignoring me. But got that one bit of contact. That's some hope, right? Right? The air was stuffy. I tugged at the collar of my shirt, sweating. The girls kept looking at me over their shoulders as if they expected something. I smiled hesitantly at them. I smiled back, then started a conversation amongst themselves. The atmosphere was broken. I hated a sigh of relief. What was up with these Normal Boots guys? John was really nice when I spoke to him, but PBG and Shane seemed to hate me. They were anything but normal. I waited for Maya to come to class, wanting to really tell her what happened. But when the bell rang and Miss Shizuka started teaching, Maya still hadn't come. Maybe she's talking to Jared. I just need to get the soundtrack of this. It's so good. Class came and went, the bell rang, and I was alone. PBG stared at me for the entirety of the class period, his face growing more and more menacing by the minute. How his face wasn't stuck in a permafrown, I would never know. Shane and John didn't bother talking to me as I left the classroom, and the other students paired up around me. So that's her name, Kakusu. And let me check what the meaning of that name is. I have to do that every time I come up with a Japanese name. Kakusu. Kakusu. Okay, so Kakusu means... It means conceal or hide. So AKA, be very suspicious. Hey Mimi, wish I could engage in a casual discourse this evening? Yeah, of course. But why are you talking like that? Awkward. I stuffed a book into my backpack and headed to the dorm. With a sigh, I unlocked the door to my dorm room. Since the door opened, I heard...
Hana! What?
Yeah, look what you're doing in your room! Mana lay at a heap on the floor. Why didn't... I do not trust you even more. Because at least it's obvious, but you? I don't know. I'm so glad you're back. She wrapped her arms around my head and nuzzled me. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Come, look, look! She got off me and helped me to my feet. That my face filling my vision, I sensed something had changed. Oh my goodness! The dorm room looked nothing like what I had before. Did she change the wall? Oh, she changed the window. Okay. The posters of fairy lights were still up, but now the window had light pink curtains on it that cast a warm haze around the room. A brand new white carpet was on the floor. Pillows were piled high in the bottoms and on the top bunk of the bunk bed. Even our chairs had been replaced with new, cushy leather ones. What happened here? Sorry I didn't tell you, but I wanted to surprise you. I thought this would come in yesterday, but it was delayed by a day. I wanted to set it up to be a big surprise. I'm still not done yet, though. She gestured to some small potted plants arranged in neat rows on her desk. Want to help?
Yeah.
Joy, ever! Okay, that was nice of her. Still don't trust her completely, though. We finished setting up the room up, setting a few options here and there in order to better facilitate the feng shui, which Mai told me was excruciatingly important. She especially wanted to make sure our room was filled with reds and pinks and coupled items, though for what purpose I wasn't sure. We collapsed heavy sighs on the floor and heaved with great big yawns. It's not even the end of the day yet, and I'm so tired. Same here, man. Me too. Wait! Shot off suddenly with a jolt. We should get some ice cream!
Really?
I want ice cream.
Yeah.
Set us up to being roommates. The ice cream here on campus is genuinely good, I promise.
I don't know.
And I'm paying. Well, if that's the case, you made an offer I can't refuse. Sweet, let's go. The school shop was in a side building off the cafeteria, packed with instant noodles and giant bottles of soda. Students wandered the aisles aimlessly, clearly here more to spend time than money. Mai paid the cashier and we grabbed our ice cream cones, mine the one covered in sprinkles. Whoa, this is delicious! Isn't it? We're lucky to have such good food on campus. This place would be awful if we didn't. I nodded and was about to respond, but I noticed a commotion outside. Ooh, let's see what's going on. Mai grabbed my arm and dragged me outside. There, 3 boys wearing normal boots jackets were shouting at each other, each of their faces turning purple. Uh-oh. This again? What are you talking about? I'm clearly the one who possesses the popular masculine form. Yeah, right. I'm taller than you and more attractive to boot. Come on, guys. Can you not see these muscles? Oh, that guy's gonna continue. Okay, I remember. Nick pulled back the sleeve of his jacket and flexed his arm. These guys always go on about real stuff like this. They're very energetic. Oh, yeah? Josh got into downward-facing dog yoga pose and grinned. Look. Oh, God. Oh, my. I got nothing to say. What I don't understand is why they don't just ask Jared. Oh, yeah? Paul and Neil loaded the ground, took off into a sprint, heading straight for us. Yeah! Check this out! He sprang into the air in a graceful ballerina's leap, spinning through the sky, and finally came straight for me? When I opened my eye, of course, it's gonna be passed out. When I opened my eyes, I sprawled out flat to the ground. Yeah, we basically covered the first day of school anime checklist, people. When I opened my eyes, I was sprawled flat on the ground, covered in dirt. Something cold and wet oozed into the top of my blouse. Uh-oh. Hannah, are you okay? I sat up. Chunks of... Oh! Let's do an uh-oh, though. Because it could have chocolate on it. And those sprinkles, hard to get off. I sat up. Chunks of ice cream fell from my blouse to my skirt. Aw. What happened? You ran into someone, you idiot. My uniform. It's ruined. For 60 seconds, silence. Then snickers rippled around me like the whining of cicadas. My throat closed up, water stinging my eyes.
No!
Not this. Not again. I stood prepared to walk away with dignity when the entirety of the little boots club suddenly appeared in front of my face.
What's up?
What happened here? Seriously? Twisted down my face. No, not here. I don't want to cry in front of them.
Hey.
Hannah, are you alright? Hey! Different face! Still cute, though. I'm going home. Aw. It's fine. I just want to be alone for now. I took on my will not to run back to the dorm. I immediately changed my pajamas and climbed to bed, reaching for my stuffed rabbit. What am I gonna do if it ends up just like last time? Mr. Bunny stared at me with his big, lifeless eyes. I squished into my chest, losing myself in his soft fur. The door opened with a soft click. Jeez. I rolled over in bed to face the wall, pretending to be asleep. Maya stood in the center of the room for a while, looking at me. Finally, she sat down at her desk and began to work on something. The sound of her pencil scratching against the paper stilled my mind. I didn't know how many hours passed, but eventually, I fell asleep. I woke up to my alarm beeping, feeling only dread of the hours to come. After the nightmare that was the ice cream incident yesterday, I never wanted to take another step out of my room. Dang, day 2 went by so quickly. That's what the journal said. Oh, I got 2 reports already. Surprise, surprise. I think because I talked to Shane. Dear Diary, after what happened last night, I don't even want to think about what will happen today. I'm trying to stay positive, but I got up inside my blankets as my alarm went off. It was only the second day of school, and I felt the same as I did every morning at home. Maya, of course, was already up, and I could hear her hair straightener clap shut every few seconds from across the room. I felt bad about letting the alarm go off for so long, so I slid my hand out of the covers to switch it off. Hannah, get up, sleepyhead. I know you're awake. I didn't have time to poke my head up before Maya's body slammed into the edge of my mattress, bouncing me up. She jumped from almost halfway across the room.
Morning.
Ha! You can't hide from Mai! Sorry. I was breathless and I paused to calm my heart before speaking again. Are you worried about what happened yesterday? Are you worried about what happened yesterday? No one cares about it, Hannah. I almost forgot about it myself. She must have seen my face. She brought an arm around my shoulders and put me closer to her. For real, though. We're gonna go to class and no one's even gonna mention you made a huge fool of yourself yesterday. Thanks to me, help! This is why I don't like you. Because, yeah, you really could have put that better. I'm kidding. It might have been a big scene, but it totally wasn't your fault. It was Paul, right? When you jump, you have to calculate your trajectory, like I did just now. You could learn a lot from a master like me. Get dressed and cheer up. I could bottle up your gloom and sell it to a wizard. What if you used it for evil? You can't let that happen, Hannah. Honestly, if I had a fantasy element, I'll be having 10 times more fun with it right now. Anyway. Her smile was well enough to bridge a gap between continents. The beginnings of tears pricked the back of my eyes, but this time they were for a different reason. Up in my closet, I tried to avoid looking at the sad lump of clothing inside, a slather of dried up ice cream. That's why you buy a second uniform! Jeez, did they not teach you these things? I only had 2 uniforms, cost my dad an entire month's salary. Okay, never mind. Still, you could have at least brought it back up months in advance, you know. Or schools need to make less expensive uniforms. It's not that hard. Seriously. Anyway. If I wasn't able to stay out of this uniform, what would I do? Sighing, I took my second uniform out of its hanger and slipped it on as Mai waiting impatiently for me. Ready to go? I guess so. Yeah! Good! Just as Mai said, no one paid any special attention to me. Well, there were a few odd looks here and there, but nothing nearly as bad as what I was expecting. As the lecture went on, my anxiety for the most part faded. I took to staring out the window to avoid eye contact. A few boys were on the field playing soccer. Wait, was that PPG? I scooted closer trying to get a better look. Hannah! I said my name lead to attention. If there's something more interesting outside than samurai death battle, it's what we don't witness. You came here to learn, not to contemplate the scenery. Yes, Miss Shizuka, I'm sorry. Jeez. Never mind. My first suspicion was correct. She is Miss Haruna, hands down. She turned back to the chalkboard and continued her lecture as if nothing happened. Haruna all the way! A few desks in front of me, a guy sitting next to Bruno Blues turned around and gave me a flashy thumbs up. I made a face at him, unsure of exactly what he expected me to do. Then Ian turned around and sucked him on the head. The other guy mumbled something to him, probably apologizing. Ian's eyes looked at me for a brief instant. Then looked away. Nobody looked straight at her. Were you looking at me because of what happened yesterday? Or was there some other reason? I shook my head. There wasn't time for this. I had work to do if I wanted to keep my scholarship. After pages and pages of notes in Japanese history, it was nearly time for lunch. Okay, everyone. I was almost free to go. The work tonight isn't so hard, so don't grumble. We should work together to complete it if you have a hard time. Also, as you may be aware, the Flower Festival is coming up in a week and a half. This news was met with a few cheers as everyone started to pack up. Since you have the day of the festival off, our first exam will be the day before. There were no cheers this time. Of course! Why would you put a test a day before something fun's happening? 4 minutes is wonderful. Believe me, I know. but try not to let the festival distract you, okay? That is all. See you tomorrow. Miss Shizuka flashed a peace sign and winked as she walked out the door. I don't know. Yeah. That lecture was so boring. I walked beside me, a tray in her hands. We were shuffling through the cafeteria trying to find a seat. Didn't you say that yesterday? Probably. But it's true for today, too. Help me. I'm going to die of boredom. We have an assignment to keep us busy, Mai.
What?
Everybody have work to do? How did you not hear that? Oh God, Hana, Paul's looking over here. He's looking at you. He's looking angry to you. Why is he coming over here? Do you think he's gonna kick you again? The same Paul he merely did last night strode towards me. I instinctively backed away, but he kept coming closer. I'm glad I found you. He didn't look angry to me. In fact, he was giving me an odd, lopsided smile. I wanted to make sure you weren't hurt or anything. You ran off before I could properly apologize. Looked down at my feet. It was embarrassing enough that I ran off crying like a little girl, but to know that I made them feel bad was even worse. Yeah, you get your anxiety with the best of you. Jeez. At the same time, the image of a ruined uniform popped into my mind. I couldn't tell whether I was more angry or embarrassed or whether I was feeling something else entirely. I got you pretty bad, didn't I? I think I ballerinaed too hard. He tilted his head to the side. It's a shame you're not wearing the uniform from yesterday. I like the pink splotches on you. It matched your hair. A deep, sick feeling crawled up from my stomach to sit in my throat. My dumb, stupid hair. Everywhere I went, people made fun of it. I thought Nobu's guys were different, and he was